Craig is good.
Hello, Craig.
OBS. Hey, OBS is good. Excellent. It's enough vamping. Who would like to do our recap this week?
I can take it.
All right. This is the Derek show. We're just going to do Derek.
Okay.
Back to Drek. This is Drek's
Direct.
tower. Derek.
I will say your mic is much hotter now. I don't know if you tweaked your levels, but you are much louder.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I turned the input up a little bit, but
Yeah,
might just be the power. All right. Navos and Brunn. Following Duncan into the lavish room, we spot an older woman wiping the brow of someone younger sleeping in a cot, saying they are the housekeeper of this floor. They offer us a place to stay. However, we deny the proposition due to the strange nature in the room after a search from Brunn and Duncan curing the sleeping woman from a charm. This leads to the lady to transform into Ebok, an owl-like fiend bound to the tower by Vekel. Eventually following Ebok back to the library, after hearing a bit of a confrontation from them and another figure, we learn that Vekel's study room is locked, and the only way to break through is to provide the tower with enough magical force through items, spells, bodies, etc. Ebok offers us this information after mentioning the metal shards that we and the Kalos Research Group have been investigating. Ebok is able to see hints of the fibers on the two totems we possess, one from the Ratman and one from the Twistwind that Duncan had seen in the Bloodwell. They recalled the Shepherd and his traveling group from weeks ago, with the back and forth of Sharal, Shalarum, Shalor Aten. With a dig at Navos on his hitchhiker on the shoulder, they left us alone in the library. We were then able to learn about the Chimera's Calling cult in Vekel's journal, a coming of the ages and doom for mankind that has something to do with the fiber spread. As the previously charmed woman wakes and tries to leave, we learn she was a research assistant from the Kalo party. She tried lying a few times about her name, trying to convince us that it was Theria, the current age, eventually relenting and saying that it is Aradi. Debating on how to help her, we offer her a room so she can collect herself. Ebok comes back and mentions a shift, which convinces the group to stay in the tower for the night, as we plan on a hunt the next day in order to feed the Bloodwell. Before retiring, Brunn returned to the library, pulling out the locket from Alfoza to try to learn more about the blonde woman. The library tried its hardest, but is not able to produce any information. On the other hand, Navos eventually returned after Brunn had left, did some research of his own before being stopped by Ebok. Returning to his room, a killer migraine pierced him as his eyeball presses itself out of his head as vision fades.
Okay. Anyone have anything to add or adjust?
I have two things to add. Ebok had mentioned that Navos had a quote-unquote hitchhiker. And secondly, the other sigil that was in Dungeon's pocket was out on the table, and Ebok had seen it and kind of gave a short snide remark, "Oh, grasping shadows."
Oh, that's right.
Was the name associated with that sigil. So that might be a lead to something later on. Can figure out what demigod got that one.
Other things, Aradi is considered a guest. There's been some back and forth about what the fuck we're gonna do about her. But from the notebook of the yet unmet wizard who runs this place, Chimera's Calling is a cult. The age of man is over. If emphasis the book, they get their way. So there is a little bit of support from Viral, right? That's the name. I have it written down. I can't fucking
Vekel?
Vekel.
Vakal.
Yes, Vakal.
Vakal.
I like Vekel. Vekel the Jekyll. But
Sure,
yes,
Vekel.
Vakal from Vakal. Sorry, it's
Vekel.
Vakal. You said it's Vakal. So
It's Vakal. Because I also was saying Vekel, but I was like, that's too close to Vecna, which is a little proprietary.
never mind. I don't know if everyone's seen the last season of Stranger Things, so I'm not going to spoil anything.
I've not
But
played Dead by Daylight though, so it's basically the same thing.
The whole story.
Yeah. Also, Arati does not trust a single fucking one of us.
Why should she? But
I feel that's pretty fair.
Also, we did learn the meaning of that call and response we heard from the shepherd. Sharal Shalarum, the call to change. Sharal Aten, the call we hear. May be useful if we run into any chimeras calling. We can BS our way through a little bit. It's like walking into any, like, if you say Inshallah, like, that'll buy you a lot of grace in a lot of Arabic places, because they're like, oh yeah, Inshallah, anyway.
Okay. Derek, how's your inspo looking?
I still have mine. Yes.
Ooh, okay. In that case, what should I give you? Take +1. Take a 1d6 to add to any roll.
Okay.
Can be yours, can be anyone else's. I'll give you 1d6.
Ooh, okay. And this is, if it's someone else's, this is before they roll, before I hear.
This is before you hear the result, yes.
Okay.
I think it's a druid power. Circle the moon or circle stars.
I don't remember. Something like that. So I am running on about 3 hours of sleep.
What a king, though! He's so good!
My boy.
He's nightmarish, and I love him.
So there's Ebok. It is. So I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, and several of those hours that I tried sleeping, I was thinking about this bastard. So there you go.
That is incredible.
Oh, thanks. I broke out the watercolors for the first time in a million years, so that's fun. So yes, Ebok. We return to the tower. We will start with Brun.
He didn't do that.
Brun, as you are sleeping, however soundly it may be, I assume it's not solid, this sleep of yours. You find yourself falling deeper and deeper into a grasping void. You can feel it wrapping tighter and tighter around you, kind of restraining you as you flail against it. And you feel kind of weak. Like, as you're resisting it, it binds tighter and tighter. Hi, Alex! And you realize as you wake up, the grasping has not gone away. The sheets of the bed where you were tucked in for the night are holding you tighter and tighter as you struggle against them. Good morning. Is where you are. Oh, terrible timing. So we'll pause Brun there for just a moment.
Sorry. Hello, we're back.
Oh,
yes,
hi, hello.
We'll restart it again.
Anyway, we're gonna
And
pause.
unpause.
No, I'm back. It's fine. So fell into the creepy
Technical
dark
pause.
void.
You felt
You
that
got
constriction
squeezed.
and woke to, oh, I'm actually being held
Actually being
by the sheets and blankets of your bed. You can smell almost a eucalyptus and chamomile mix. There's a warming bowl of water with plants in it that's been heated overnight, kind of filling the room with this very herbal mixture.
Uh,
And you are being restrained.
But it smells good.
It does smell nice.
Brun has a kind of like pulls a little harder, and then he like cracks an eye open and kind of looks around his room. Is anyone in the room with Brun?
Not currently, no.
Yeah, I want to take a better look at these restraints. Is it just the sheets are extra tight? Is it like wrists and ankles? Like,
The sheets have tightened around you, kind of holding your arms down, pinning the legs, wrapping you very tightly, very cocoon-like. Are you struggling against it now that you're awake? How are you acting?
Brun's kind of like in the bed and just goes, "Oh, did the guest right say?" Ebok, are you there?
No response.
Brun's going to just kind of like, going to get up now. I would like to get up now.
As
Please?
you kind of relax in the restraints, you feel them loosening. And eventually you are freed.
Sort of standing up, like kind of brushing, checking. I still have all my fingers and toes. Everything is Gucci.
Okay.
Brun will go back to the bed and like go back, and he will make the bed very gently, because Brun is under the assumption that this bed, like everything else, is somewhat sentient, and he's just like, just here, let me help you with that. Kind of like tucking in just hospital corners that
Bounce a quarter off that.
I think they would make Duncan proud if he walked into the room. This is there's an old part of Brun's brain that he like, it just makes the hospital corners and then continues on with the bed.
Incredible.
And then I want to check out this bowl. What's up with the bowl?
It's a simmering bowl.
Oh, like a little simmer pot. Interesting.
Yeah. Perfumes the room. Nice, calming, pleasant
Humidifies
smells.
it a little.
So that's where you're at.
Yeah.
Speaking of Duncan, there is a kind of rattling at your door that rouses you.
A rapping, you would say? A rapping at my chamber door?
A rapping, as of someone gently tapping at your chamber door.
Quoth the bird demon, leave me alone.
Like you hear somebody fumbling at the handle of the door.
Brun, is that you?
It is not Brun.
Oh.
But as you call out, the rattling kind of stops. When you had come into your room, you used your key on the main chamber door.
And I did.
And, well, let's bring this over here just for the funsies. Can I also go over there? Fantastic. Doodly-doo.
There was only one room.
There you go. There are several rooms. Not necessarily in this configuration, but good enough. So... Okay. But yeah, as you call out, you hear the rustling, the rattling stop. And there's kind of this shuffling sound on the other side of the door. You did not come in through this door. This door was already in here when you arrived. You came from the main chamber straight to this room. So you don't necessarily know what's on the other side of this door.
I'm gonna kind of at my own pace. You know, if you rush it too fast, blood moves to your head, and you kind of like you're dizzy for the rest of the day. So kind of at his own pace, standing up. He's gonna walk over to the door. Does this door have a keyhole that he could peep through?
It does not.
Then I will call out once more. Who's there? Is anybody there?
You hear a very muffled, negatory type sound, like nothing. It does seem. It reminds you very much of the young lady, and her mumbling and muttering.
If it reminds me of that's an absolute yes. So he's going to reach and open the door.
And
Good morning.
you see Artie.
Good morning.
Artie? Artie, whatever.
Arati.
Arati,
It's
there we
Arati.
go. That's how we're saying it. She looks haggard. Probably rested, sure, but it wasn't a good rest. Not nearly enough. She has found her feet. She's finally walking around and moving on her own, but she still looks pretty wrecked from her experience.
If you'll excuse me, I just woke up, but would you like to come in and have a seat? I kind of open the door and kind of move myself a little bit behind it to allow her access into the room.
She looks at you with so much suspicion. Like, she doesn't believe that you are... What is happening there? Okay.
I don't bite, and
screen
obviously I
is
have
freaking out.
nothing up my sleeve, and I'll kind of show her my stump that has, well, I guess presumably a sleeve, but nothing up it. Not even a hand.
Give me a persuasion.
We gotta
here.
get like a hidden knife in the nub hand. We gotta Assassin's Creed this somehow because that's just gonna be. I have nothing up my sleeve.
Persuasion.
emerges
That's going to
from
be
the nub.
a 10. 8 plus 2.
She kind of stumbles forward, and like she reaches for the handle of the door, like she needs to support herself. And as you kind of step back from her, she pulls the door shut, and you hear stumble, stumble, and then quiet from the other side. She does not seem to be interested in
Okay, she
joining
was
you in
leaving.
your
That's what she-
chambers.
All right. Be safe out there, I suppose. What a weird lady. Those Suprasadas. And I'm going to proceed to get dressed and ready for the morning.
Okay. Avos. You wake up and open your eye. The headache is mostly gone. You can still feel kind of that tightness in the back of your neck, that tension. But you can see. So perhaps it was a dream. Kind of feeling a little too relatable to the things you discovered in the library. You're not quite sure. But your eye is there and functional, though it felt so real. There is warmth in your room with a small fireplace going. And you're fairly comfortable, which is nice.
Yeah, mine is a little calm. I mean, that headache was awful, but With the time in the library, I need to keep Ebok away, but I'm feeling a little better.
You hear a knocking, very aggressive knocking at your door.
I'll get up. Is there a people or anything?
Nope.
Well, open the door. Hello?
Sorry, I was just choking on my own spit. There is an owlish face leaned down, looking rather peeved this morning.
Already, okay.
Good
Can I help you?
morning.
Yes, morning.
You and I should have a conversation about proper etiquette in a library.
I'm sorry, I didn't know there were closing hours in the library. I will keep it in mind.
Closing hours, not necessarily, but we do have rules about leaving messes behind. Do you do this in every library you visit? Or is ours just special?
Messes? I was going through a lot, I know, but I didn't... What's left?
And it kind of like looks at you. You want to give me an insight check for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Forgot my Navos bags at home for all those little messes.
These are made of corn, so they biodegrade better.
That is an 11.
It's very hard to read this thing. Perhaps you should get yourself together and gather your companions. Join me in the library when you're ready. Kind of stands up, still kind of appraising you. And if you don't say anything else or stop it, it will pull the door shut to give you your privacy.
Yeah, in the middle of saying will do. Like, they shut it on me.
There's some force behind it, but it's nothing too surprising.
Mm-hmm.
So you all have time to get ready this morning. Your various windows in your rooms do seem to be showing kind of a morning type sun. And you realize if you wander over to them and try to look out, they're all frosted until you make the effort to try and see through them. At which point you can see a forest outside. Dappled light coming down through massive trees.
Does it look like the same forest that we entered?
It's very
We came to
different.
this Okay, because I was wondering if the shift happened while we were sleeping.
When you had gone in, there was sort of this clearing around the tower. There was a small pond nearby, a stream, hills kind of around you all with trees dotted all around. This is more dense forest. This is old growth, these trees. Allow me to bring us over to a new area.
I'm wondering if that 8 days from that journal refers to the shift. The tower was only available for 8 days for them to research it and get out. And then after that, it would have shifted.
Good thought.
So it also lines up with that it's about 8 days from Callow to this place.
Once you all finally emerge, Arity also begrudgingly appears. She shows up kind of down in the kitchen area, like scavenging for any semblance of food and finding nothing. you all have whatever rations you had after your week of travel as well. When you emerge, your favorite bird demon is impatiently waiting outside as well. Arms are crossed, little standoffish this morning, foot tapping, impatiently waiting for you to get up and get moving. About
Question.
time.
This could be completely irrelevant. Bare feet, like bird feet, are they in shoes?
Talons.
Ooh, yes. Okay, so like a talon like clicking into the floor. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Like if it stood long enough and tip tapped its toe, there would be a groove cut into the floor.
Yeah.
So
Hot.
we are further south. You won't know that quite yet in game, but I'm gonna pop y'all down there anyway.
Into the black void.
Into the void. What are you all doing this morning? You have time to chit chat amongst yourselves before Ebok finds you.
We have come out. It is the three of us. Arity is already there. Ebok is there, and that's it. Everybody.
Ebok is waiting for you all,
Mhm.
but if you would like some time to yourselves first, you can have it. But whenever you do find them, it will be impatient.
Good morning. How did you find folks sleep? Seems our friend didn't do much sleeping over there.
She glares at you over the shoulder as she's raiding the cabinets.
The,
You can hear the grumble of the stomach.
I slept fine. It was a nice touch to add the simmer pot to my room. Did anyone else's bed sheets?
You got a simmer pot? I just got a half full chamber pot. I never changed it.
I got a fireplace. I don't think I put it on.
Actually, okay. Did anyone else's bed sheets like wrap around them?
Not that I know of. I mean, I wrap myself in them, but
Hmm.
No, not here.
Maybe my bed just liked me. It's probably nothing.
I wouldn't read too much into it.
We have other things to read if I'm to understand
but,
things correctly.
And I'm kind of referring back to Ebok, the way that they're standing kind of patiently waiting, but not very patiently.
I think I made a.
That
I think I made a mess last night. That might
they don't seem
bad.
to be much of a morning rooster.
you made a mess. You should have used. Oh, because Duncan had your chamber pot. That makes sense. It's
Yeah.
okay. These things happen.
I mean, Duncan, you'd think you'd have some diapers on you too, but in the future.
I'm not that old.
But no, all seriousness. You made a mess?
I guess so. I mean, I went in last night. I couldn't sleep. I know I went through a lot, but I put it away as far as I can remember.
What time did you go in?
It was late. Maybe 1, 2.
There wasn't anything like sitting on the table when you went in, was there?
If there was, I wasn't paying attention to it.
Okay. I mean, it's a magical library. I don't know when they decided to delouse the books.
Not the woodlouse.
Duncan is suddenly 100% committed to staying in this tower to get the wood lice out.
The investigation never ended. It's still going.
Still in progress.
I know the woodlouse was a lie, but they're out there somewhere. The real woodlouse.
Somewhere out there.
Well, I don't know about you, but I would hope that we do not spend a second night here. Hopefully we can find this Vakal and be on our merry way.
Not to be pedantic, but we know where Vakal is. We just have to get the door open.
Yes.
It's a different problem.
And for that, we need to do some sort of magical hunt.
I mean, kind of rude in my opinion, as a host.
Wonder if
pay attention.
Ebok is bound to this tower and unable to leave. Even
The
to
slamming of cabinets
It's-
gets louder. She's like trying so hard to ignore all of you and be very obvious that she's ignoring you until she finally just like
Roddy, that's very rude. We're trying to have a conversation.
she slams one with like finality to it. Why don't you just give the tower your magic? The bird thing said that should be enough. Are you all really that ill prepared? You have no idea what you walked into, do you?
You're talking a lot of shit from someone who's about to be bird food.
And she's like still wobbly on her feet. But the spite is keeping her upright.
I can respect that.
She like turns to look towards you as you're admonishing her and sways just a little woozy from moving so quickly. It said you need magic. You all apparently have magic. Give it the magic, open your door, and let me leave.
I don't
do
know
my
if it
research.
certainly works like that. I think there are a lot of pieces of context missing, but maybe you could help. And I'm going to reach into my bag and kind of grab one of the last food rations that I have and kind of just hold it out. Not moving towards her, just holding it out. Perhaps
She
a tray.
looks at you. The distrust is still there. You hear her stomach so loud. And she's trying so hard to ignore it and keep up the brave face. What are you proposing?
We need a way to power this tower. We were going to go perhaps look for something outside of this tower. We could probably use a hand powering whatever we have and powering this tower up. You seem to be in that line of field, or that field of work. And you're not going to find anything in those cabinets.
I don't make magic things.
I know you don't make magic things, but you probably have some understanding of how they work. At least a better understanding than than I do.
That much is obvious.
All right.
So
Fred's
what do you
Fred's
actually want from me?
Fred's gonna take out a ration and just start eating and just be like staring, just kind of like into the middle distance, bored.
Rude.
Just like, oh yeah. I'll offer some to neighbors, be like, just like have like a ration bar and just be like, neighbors, you want some?
Some dry
Surprisingly
bread.
not hungry today. Maybe something warm to drink. Not too bad. Arati, the Sophisari were looking to read up on me. Is there any way you can help us? Maybe learn more about myself. I don't know if you looked outside, but we're not near Callow anymore. The last thing I want is for you to leave and be left alone by whatever is out here.
I did notice we were not where we started. She looks down at your food, Duncan.
Mhm.
Give me
If she looks
another
at it,
persuasion
I'm gonna rattle it.
with advantage.
Perfect. I'm gonna use this big dice that has got a big burger in it.
Yeah, burger.
Burger dice.
Burger dice never fails. That's a 16 plus 2 for an 18 for the one. That could be the highest one, 18.
She kind of lurches forward. You hear the wood creak underneath her and goes to snatch the food.
Okay. I'm going to hold. I'm assuming it's kind of like in a middle tin or something. I'm gonna hold on to it even if she grabs it. And so you're welcome.
Grabs the food and starts tearing it open. She's trying so hard to give the appearance of somebody who has their stuff together, failing horribly at that. You can see that she is feeling the effects of coming out of that charm she was
Mhm.
under. I am a research assistant. I can help you research if that thing won't eat me in the library.
I don't think anybody's gonna be eating anyone. At least not while I'm here. Kind of giving a side eye to the bird.
I
It's
think at
not
this
in
point,
the kitchen.
Oh, I thought
You
okay.
hear the tap tapping upstairs.
Side eye to the tap tapping, kind of like a. I don't think it's going to be eating anyone.
if they did, they'd start with me. You've got a few days.
Probably less than a few days. It's not a lot of meat on those bones.
Stretch up, I flex.
Kind of like a cat.
Long boy. Tell me what you want me to find, and I will try to find it. That's usually what I do.
Okay. Well, first off, we're going to find something to power this tower. Power the tower. But we're not really sure exactly how that is done. That process. They've been using a a blood well. Um, I don't particularly want to use that. I'm hoping there is an alternative to that. That'd be our first.
The tower needs magic.
Yes.
Can you throw something magic in the blood well? Will it take it that way, or does it have to be blood?
I'm not exactly sure, and again, that's why I would very much like the skills of a research assistant. I'm just an old carpenter myself.
Oh, well, I guess the best place to check would be the library or the bird.
I think they're at this point synonymous.
And at this point, she has absolutely just ravaged a good portion of this ration. She'll keep it with her and continue eating it throughout the day, but she is no longer growly. And she kind of puts herself together a little bit better. If you're all ready to go, then I would rather not be near that thing alone. I still don't trust it. I
I
don't
never
trust
did.
any of you either, but
And it's a feeling
We at
that
least
is
have a
mutually
truce.
shared. Agreed. After you, and I'll kind of point the way towards upstairs.
She takes a couple steps and then mimics your motion after you
Oh,
to the rest of you.
just Brun will just like Brun will go up the stairs first.
Kind of like pushing both of them out of the
just
way.
like the big hand just like. If neither of you want to talk to Ebok, I'll ask him. I have no beef, and he doesn't want to eat. I think it doesn't want to eat me. I'm sure we'll get along famously. And Brun will mosey up the stairs, delicately. But
Now that's at least a 3-day meal up there.
yeah, the Brun's hand comes back 4.
There is a weird vibe in the tower today. You're not quite
Weirder
sure
than-
what it is.
Weirder than the last time we were here.
There's a
Surprisingly
weird,
so.
the vibes are off, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
That feeling of surveillance, you weren't feeling it in your rooms, you weren't feeling it downstairs, but as you return up to this floor, you start getting an inkling of it once again. There's a bit of a static almost to the air. As you kind of emerge from the stairs below, Ebok is. You see it through the library door, pacing around back and forth. And there's a bit of that argument going on with no one in particular. I don't know what you expect me to do with that thing. I'm not, as much as I say I am a babysitter for this place, which I am because you are in fact a baby, about everything, I am not taking care of that. I could eat it. It wouldn't give me much, but I could. We could throw it to the tower, I suppose. Again, I don't know what it'll do. What else do you suggest? He doesn't even know he made it. Fine, whatever. Let that thing in here as well. Why not open the doors? Let everything from outside in. We'll start adopting everyone. How's that?
Good morning.
About time.
Sorry, have a little snack downstairs for breakfast. How's it going?
I have had better days.
Been there.
Welcome back to the library. Where's Navos?
Kind of move out of the way. So the neighbor
Just
can-
kind of like step, get clear.
Hmm.
Coming.
We all just step
Come-
out of the way, and it's like this tunnel, and the neighbors is at the end.
Yeah.
It's
Stretch-
divided,
Direct eye contact.
Stretched out for Duncan, I am now like the lowest of low, just very sheepishly.
You're still on the couple of stairs behind us, so it's just the eye.
I'm
above
just
the
staring,
base of the
yeah.
stairs.
Just peeking above.
Hi, Ebok.
It sees you, and you see it kick something in your direction. It looks like if you took a soccer ball and kind of split it open. You realize it's your eye.
And we turn back. He's just been a socket this whole time.
How do we not notice?
This is contact.
This is disgusting, Navos. Abhorrent
Uh.
behavior for a library.
I apologize. I mean, I have worked in a library many years of my life. I have never done anything like this. I mean, I start to feel around. I don't know where that came from.
This is mine. I'm
whistles,
holding it for a friend.
and you hear it snaps toward something in the library. Would you get out here, please? Stop touching things. And bip bopping out of the stacks is smaller Navos. The coloration is a little bit different.
Baby
It's more of a
Navos.
blue tone,
Holy shit!
and the
You're a
shards
daddy.
are much smaller, more rounded.
Oh my god, I butted. I can't believe.
This is yours, I believe. And it kind of reaches down. It has to reach quite a ways because this thing is only a few feet tall, much shorter than it is, and like gently pushes it towards you, kind of like somebody pushing a small toddler toward its parent, like go, 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 go. And it looks at you and starts walking. It seems a little confused at Evok, but it's looking toward you and wandering toward you. And Navos, it does have your eye.
Does it have his nose?
Oh.
His lack of nose, yeah.
What color did you say it was?
It's more of a blue tone with kind of nubby spikes, shards to it.
Incredible.
I'm too young. I
I'm not
can't.
taking care of it.
I can't have a kid. I'm
This is
60. I'm
yours.
65.
Oh, Navos.
Don't know what to tell you other than I'm not taking care of it. It's your problem. It also keeps making a mess in my library.
Oh no, is it also making more of? And Brett is kind of. Is it just the one, or is it making more? Is this like a?
I certainly
How
hope
many
there
are
aren't
there?
more. I've only found this one.
I'll walk up. I'll bend down. Hello. Can I like walk into my hands? Is it that tiny?
It'll walk. It's not quite that small.
Okay.
Like, we'll say like 3-4 feet tall. It's about half your
Oh.
size.
Okay.
It's a little unsteady as it's moving.
Mm.
It has only existed theoretically for a night. So it's still trying to figure out the whole body thing.
Navos
But-
give birth to like a 6-year-old.
Yeah. My little bookworm. We're gonna need extra rations. But this changes.
It-
This changes
It looks up at you.
entirely.
Big eye. And then back to the library, like does kind of like the happy toes, the tippy tappy toes of like you ever seen a Shiba that's doing a little happy dance?
Mhm.
The little A.
It's very excited. Yeah, that. It's doing a little bit of that as it looks at the library and then looks back up at you. It doesn't seem to know how to speak just yet.
Aw, you're just like Papa. Go learn. Go learn as much as you can.
Stay here
And it
forever.
starts to trundle away as Ebok is like, no, no, no. It is your responsibility. Don't you dare set that thing loose in here. Again.
I know, but we've got to get this finished. I will take them back once we're done. We'll leave you forever. But
Phenomenal.
can I offer you anything to just watch them for now?
Perhaps. And it's very interested all of a sudden.
Oh, no.
Navos, quick huddle for a second.
Wants to eat your child.
Look, I'm not much of a research kind of guy, but I could probably babysit and not cost you your soul or anything else because he's really interested in you. I've dealt with worse. Trust me, a tiny cyclopean. I should be fine. I think I can distract a tiny cyclops. Mahir was way worse at that age.
It has your little bookworm has in fact disappeared into the library, and you have lost sight very quickly.
I get weirdly nervous. Like it's kicking in.
Hey, look at me. It's gonna be just
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Get him.
I'm gonna need help from you, Duncan. You've dealt with kids for so long. This is a first for me.
This is a first for me, and this entire time Duncan's kind of been shell shocked that
Yeah.
never really
Thousand yard
conceptualized how Cyclopses reproduce, and the fact that his eye fell out and it popped open like a vending machine prize, and there you get a son.
I got my son out of a gotcha machine.
Exactly. It's like I put in 50 cents. This is all I got.
Oh no, I got my own child.
This is the weirdest little homies I've ever had. I have certainly worked with children, but never something like this. What happened last night?
I don't know. I learned.
Tell him I'll be right back. And Run is going to be like, Ebok, can you help me find him? Once we find him, I'll take care of it.
Ebok is already like stalked into the library, and you hear in the distance, "Don't touch that."
And Jubran will make his way through, sort of rolling up sleeves like he's about to undergo heavy lifting.
Meanwhile, Erity is as shell-shocked as Duncan feels. She looks it times several. Like, the processing went from trying real hard, you could hear the fans burning up, to everything has stalled. She is blue screened, trying to figure out what is going on.
Duncan, I learned a little more last night, and I know we need to have a talk. There's not much I can say.
Is this what happens every time you learn something new?
A headache? I mean, it was bad last night, but this has never, I promise, this has never happened.
What are we gonna? Are we just gonna drag it around with us now? Sorry, I apologize. That was a wrong choice of words.
I understand.
It's,
I have to bring him with me. I mean,
I understand that. It just complicates things now.
I know. I know. I need a stroller. We need smaller diapers.
Those daddy packs.
I need a chest strap. Yeah.
Chest strap. Carry him around. Then
Ebok, no, the Bjorn goes the other way. He's supposed to face forward.
I know this is tough. Usually, you know,
I
at
don't
least
deal with children. I don't know what this is.
That's why I'm
Is this a
trying to
child?
help. I don't ask technical questions.
Is it a clone?
Ebok is holding the child by the ankle and like dangling it.
Hey,
Or, as
put
if
them
it
down.
was-
Do you have any baby portraits?
You're
that
not
we
there.
could Reference?
Kinesthetic awareness doesn't kick in for at least, I mean, usually another year or two, but this is like minutes. Still too early.
You hear a thunk as it's dropped to the floor.
Ugh.
I mean, we're in a library. Is there a book, What to Expect When You've Never Expected This?
What?
You hear the library start Rolodexing all around you, and several books make their way to the table as you're not looking at the table. And there's a pile of books about expectations and childcare. But the texts are rather old. old school teaching of youngins.
Whenever
So
your
you're
baby
not
speaks
quite
up,
sure.
smack it in the back of the head.
Dropping them from the second floor should be just fine. Make sure they get up and walk
Your
it
babies
off.
need fresh air. Make sure you put a cage outside your window.
Yeah, a lot of that kind of knowledge. There's like midwife manual that walks through the process of birth and healing afterwards, and you're like, I don't know if that's quite applicable. It doesn't really mention one's eyeball spawning a clone. So there are several tomes. You're not entirely sure how helpful they are. Brun, at this point, little bookworm is sprinting around trying to dodge Ebok and like climb book stacks and such to try and reach higher books.
He only reads top shelf material.
Ebok, bring him here. He's running from you. Herd him towards me. Towards me. Just like don't let him go either way. Put him in a single aisle and run him towards me. No, you've got. If he wants the book,
have to do this
if he
in
wants-
my own library.
If he wants the book, let him get the book and then tell me what that book is, and I'll bring it to me. And then he'll just go on a little trip, and he'll be here, and it'll be fine. He fell
I
from.
don't know which one it wants. It's grabbing all of them and
Well-
throwing them everywhere.
And for that, I apologize.
Look at his pop book.
Do you understand the breadth of knowledge in this place and the disrespect that thing is currently showing?
Yes. And that's why I'm trying to get it out of your library, or at least in a more respectful.
And Ebok like reaches up, grabs a book, doesn't matter which, sighs heavily, and tosses like frisbees the book over your head. Like, here, this one, chucks it over your head, and Bookworm like starts booking it towards you.
like
It's got a little scamper going on.
I'm gonna try and catch the book.
Sure. There's a heavy size book is thrown.
Dex, just a check or a save?
Dex check.
It doesn't
give you
matter because
athletics
it's
if
the
you want.
same. Ooh. Yeah. That's way better. That's a 24. Book comes in.
Yeah.
And just like the hand snaps up and grabs it, and then it's like, "Hey, buddy, is this what you're looking for?" And she's like, "Ha!" Like I feel like he's kind of dropped to like all fours, and is just like almost like ape-like, kind of just doing that all four
the
thing.
skittering, yeah.
Oh, the skittering's much worse.
It's got little Navos claws.
It is chitinous too, so he's kind of like.
Mhm.
Yeah, it also has no clothes, so it's like particularly creepy.
It's okay.
How gangly and weird this thing is. So back to Navos and Duncan. You hear
Outside
hear
having a
chaos.
completely different conversation.
So
Well,
I transformed when I was maybe 20. I already gone through this. I don't know when it can even speak.
sorry. Whoop, rewind. You didn't speak until you were 20?
No. I was human and then became this at 20.
Sorry for the confusion. Oh, wait a minute. Scratch that. Whoop, roll that back. You were human?
I was. You didn't see me in the dream.
No.
There's not much I can say. There's a reason I am the way I am.
So you weren't born Cyclopean, but whatever. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid using any derogatory terms. Whatever your child or your spawn or that Cyclopean is full Cyclopean. Maybe this is what we need the research assistant for.
Maybe.
I don't take care of kids.
No child care. More so the nature of how something like this happens.
The growth of
Okay.
how long it'll take to be me.
I'm going to need to read up on child development, I think.
I think there may be a stack of books right over there.
Yeah. I'm gonna start reading over there. And by this
Whatever.
point,
Nothing you can continue. I was going to continue talking to Derek.
I was gonna say, by this point, Brun, you have captured the child. It is happily reading through whatever book Ebok tossed to you. And as you kind of carry it back through the library, it's very like you gotta carry it like a fat cat. Because it is like 3-4 feet tall.
Fully like opened up, like still having that sort of cross brace on my shirt and a little bit of the chainmail, but like opened up, and the kid is like saddled in there, and I've got a little spot for like so his weight supported, but the arms are like sticking out, and he's just flipping through this book.
It is like it's continued to grab books as you've walked through. There is no rhyme or reason that you can tell which books it's grabbing. Just whatever's within reach.
Wormus, no, not right now. That book's too old for you. That's for 6+.
We'll have to work on the name. I'm not sure about Wormus just yet.
Listen, bookworm's too many syllables, and I need something you can shout, you know. Brun's really good because you can hear Brun and know if you're in trouble or whatever. But also bookie seems weird.
Yes, a good point. Can I call out for like a songbook?
Sure. You want to be a little more specific than that, or
No, just any.
hoping for the best? Okay.
Hoping for the best.
The liner notes for a Steely Dan album appear in your hands.
Who? What?
Steely Dan.
Steely
don't-
Dan?
Know what that means.
Uh,
But okay, we're gonna breeze on past that.
yes, please. Let's just ignore that happened.
Derek, go ahead and give me a 1d20.
Don't forget you can add a d6.
I would not bother adding your d6 for this.
17.
I have a table of 20 books and you rolled a 23. How dare you?
Okay. You frantically, I'm gonna assume it's frantic. I'm assuming most things right now are a little frantic.
Mhm.
You kind of put out the call to the library. I need songs. Give me some songs. And a book of halfling folk songs appears at hand. You kind of just reach to the shelf next to you, grab a book, and it's halfling folk songs.
Open it up, just pull it over to my little baby. This reminds me, I've someone I'd like you to meet, maybe eventually. But I'd like you to read through everything. Learn as much as you can. But focus on some music. In honor of your aunt, I'd like to name you Lyric. And hand the book over to them.
as much as I can. And it's looks at you, looks at the book, and starts reading.
Oh.
Well, we jump right to full sentences, I guess.
That was quick.
It's your child is taking their time with the reading. We're still on the first page as it's trying to comprehend the writing. When you look at the page, you see the words shifting, but the music is not. The music stays put, which is very interesting. It's parsing through what it's looking at, and you can tell that there's a lot of consideration happening, even for one so young and small. Finally, that thing has been running amok all morning.
And you waited this...
Ibaki is so like frazzled at this point. There are feathers floofed out even further than usual. Like the crest is half up in like just because it's tense.
I apologize for the mess. We will get this tower filled up as fast as possible, and we will leave you alone.
I take it you have a plan for how you intend to go about this.
We had a thought of a hunt. Now I'm not so sure with Lyric over here.
I think he'll be fine. Oh, they? What are your pronouns, bud?
The child ignores you.
Bud and buddy.
Engrossed in the book currently.
Takes after his dad.
Well, I would prefer you keep your offspring in your room. I have a strong suspicion it will not stay there.
No, I think I might have to keep them with me at this point.
Oh, goody. You could put it in the blood well, just saying.
Don't start.
Yeah, really, that's not a funny joke.
Who's joking?
I hope you are.
The eyes fix on you for a moment. You can feel that kind of intensity of the day before as it collects itself, straightens the doublet out that it is currently wearing. Regardless. Yes.
Question regarding the blood well.
Mhm.
If we've had a magical item we wanted to throw in to offer, does it go in the blood room even though there's no blood in it? Or is there a different place? Is there like a furnace or
Chuck
something?
it in there.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That's fairly simple.
Why should we dedicate multiple rooms to the same purpose?
You have plenty of them. I just wasn't sure for decorum. procedure and things.
Takes a lot to make extra rooms when we're running solo, so
A fair point.
regardless. In it goes. Tower digests it, for lack of a better word, and consumes the power within the item or creature. Pretty simple. So your plan for this all does kind of a broad hand gesture of continue talking.
Do we still think a hunt is the best way? I think we could handle one.
As I'm not a huge fan of hunting an innocent creature, but don't see any other options.
If you can figure out for me where we are, I can give you some ideas of what might be nearby. Or you could wander out into the world. Up to you.
How you've been here quite a bit. How long between these shifts? How much time?
Oh, considering we just moved, takes out the pocket watch. Starts kind of fiddling with different knobs that are fairly low profile on the side of it. Depending on where we've landed and how quickly you can fuel the tower, anywhere from, say, a couple of weeks to a month or so.
Okay. We
If
should be.
you power the tower enough, I can start directing it a bit better. Right now, it's kind of going wherever, hence my lack of knowing where we are currently. But I can direct it a bit better once it's got some juice.
Well, I'm assuming, is there a window here in the library?
There is, yeah. There's some large
Uh,
windows letting in natural
Looking
light.
out from the window, are we particularly high up that I could see like natural features of the land besides just the forest? But like, oh, there's a mountain over there. At least like landmarks that I could use if I had a map to kind of pinpoint with relative.
So when you look out, you kind of start like peering around the expanse.
Mm-hmm.
You catch sight of the tower itself from like 50 yards out. You get the idea that these windows are more of a projection from
Mm.
a point around the tower to give the semblance of being there without being there necessarily.
Yeah, because it's bigger
Um,
on the inside than it's on the outside.
So you can see the tower itself. Hold please. I must consult other maps. There are a lot of very large trees all around you. You do see a waterway. It's hard to tell kind of scale. Is it a stream? Is it a river?
Mm-hmm.
A little hard to say at this point from this vantage. But there is some kind of water body down below as well. Terrain-wise, very pitted ground. A lot of fallen trees that are massive that have gotten mossy and decayed over time with smaller plants all sprouting out of them, trees kind of bursting from these fallen giants as well. As far as landmarks go, it's hard to get a sense of it from in here. You see off toward, you're not quite sure what direction it would be once you're actually outside.
Mhm.
there is some kind of pennant. It looks like an unnatural structure, but you can't make out much detail for it from where you are.
Well, there isn't any real little markers to tell us where we are.
All we need are stars.
hmm We might
Do
need
people
boots on
not
the ground.
navigate by the stars anymore?
People still do. Unfortunately, it is not nighttime, and there are no stars in the sky.
Actually,
The stars are there, yes.
Lyric, now's not the time.
Yeah.
Just the big hand just over the.
oh no, your kid's an actually kid.
Oh no.
The kid's literally the smartest one in
Listen,
the room right now.
Do we
I
have an
can't
iPad
fault
we can
him
like
for
put him in front of or something?
it. We do. It's an entire library.
EYE pad.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Oh, boo!
This whole
So
time,
anyway,
I'm doing like minor illusions. I'm trying to give him some brain rot. You need to calm down a bit.
Your minor illusioning Coco Melon?
Yeah.
True.
Oh no, that's garbage. At least give him like Bluey or something.
It's Cappuccino Ballerina or nothing.
Bluey the Were-Dog, like yeah, that's a great show.
a what?
A weird dog. I think it's best that we get this tour on the road. We head out, see what's out in these.
Perhaps this
these
would be a
trees.
good time to prepare yourselves. Gather
I'm-
supplies, materials, create a plan, perhaps. I can tell you're not used to that kind of thing, but
Yeah, that's not really our
Generally.
MO.
generally a helpful tool.
Yeah,
Why do you
whatever.
keep raising
Ron,
your
do you have
hand?
a question?
I don't want to be rude and interrupt. Holding this baby like in a papoose. Do you have an armory? We'd love weapons for whatever it is we're hunting. Nets
for the
or
baby.
something. Possibly something. Navos, I'll leave that up to you about how early we introduce Lyric here to weapons, but
I can teach him a little bit about the dagger technique you showed me, but if we could get like a backpack or
frying
something.
pan.
Arm the youth.
Here's a frying pan.
we'll make
Yeah.
sure the kids are all right. That's also why Brun is still holding Lyric, because Brun's like, I can grab this motherfucker if he tries to run. I
Yeah.
can make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Standing by with grapple checks, ready to go.
We have
Because you don't have any food downstairs.
an armory, not quite, but I could potentially open a room where the refuse from the blood well has gone. Plenty of magical
Okay.
items that no longer have their magical properties, but all the
I didn't-
supplies and things that were dropped.
What kind of weapons do you need, Brun? I have Thanes.
I'm
They won't be needing them. Hopefully.
thinking more if again, clarifying question, Ebok. We need to fuel the blood well. Do we need the creature to be alive when we bring it in? I think we might have asked this question, but alive or dead, no real preference. What gives us the most bang for our buck?
It straightens up as if it is lecture time. Just a little bit. We're back
Pushes-
to monologuing.
Pushes the book down from Lyric, like, hey, pay
You
attention.
caught me monologuing.
This is important. I need you to remember this for me, okay? Good kid.
Take notes. Take notes, kid. with the Bloodwell, live creatures, if you are trying to gain power from life or unlife, whichever, most forms should work. If you can provide it at the height of its power, I'll say, so alive or functioning, would give the most. There's sort of a rate of decay. Creature dies, most of it will lose any sort of semblance of power or energy. Certain creatures, more magically inclined creatures themselves, may leave salvageable items behind. Certain parts of creature, for dragons usually, their scales, their heart, the flame sac, that sort of thing. There's a lot of power that still remains in something like that. For a veggie pygmy, you might take some of the thorns. An ooze, you may collect some of the slime it leaves behind, that sort of thing. So any of those would work. Some are more powerful than others. Typically, the more powerful a salvageable item is, the harder it will be to collect it properly. If you're not experienced with that sort of thing, you may have more difficulty. And depending on how poorly you do, it could blow up in your face, which for me would be kind of funny. But that's a risk you're going to have to be willing to take, if that's the route you choose to go. As far as items go, toss them in. They get drained. You could even cast spells in there and they would get sucked up by the tower to help power it. You see Ebot kind of looking toward where your sigil is when it mentions that.
How many magic items would you say roughly is required to open up the study?
I have no idea. Depends on how powerful the items are. If it's something with charges, you'd need a bunch. You would have to bring things in. I could appraise them of sorts and let you know how much it's done.
How about this? And I'm going to kind of reach into my pocket and pull out that wand of compact magic missile, give it a little squeeze until it comes full shape. Say something like this.
It holds a hand out to take the wand from you. If you'll pass it along. Not much. This is a strange form of an item like this. It seems a little more reduced in power than I'm used to. But I suppose the compact nature of it might attribute to that. You'd need, I don't know, 30 or so of these things. At least.
Okay, and then I'll reach for it back because clearly the exchange rate is duped here because we're tourists.
So if about 30 of them, could you... What about a creature? What would that equal out to? Is this just one big dragon?
A mundane
like 30
creature, you'd
werewolves?
need several. Sentient creatures tend to have more to them. Say 10 or so sentient creatures. Mundane creatures, I'm not quite sure, maybe 20 or so. A good magical item, looks again at your sigils. A couple of those might do it. But you seem a little attached to those.
Just
Bit of a sneer saying that, kind of like a.
I know I can spawn kids, but I don't know if I can grow an arm back. Unfortunately.
I certainly can't.
My apologies.
I don't. I've never encountered something quite like what you're sporting there. It's not, from what I can tell, it is not part of you. It could be drained. In fact, looking at you, Duncan, uh, it seems you've already drained yours a little. Doesn't have quite the uh, zest to it as the others do.
Drained it. Wonder.
The Rat Man.
The Rat Man. What about him? I never used it on the Rat Man.
Were
I
you
mean,
the only one
could it burn
that
him?
you touched it? Him?
I also touched the Rat Man quite a
Yeah, you wore
kind of
him
like
Brun, yours is also diminished.
ah.
I think Navis and Thame were the only two who hadn't.
Mhm.
We were throwing up in the
Duncan-
back.
Duncan, I believe you used yours on
On the exit
someone else as well.
when we were leaving Kahlo, I think.
What did I use it on? When we were leaving Cal.
Protecting some kids.
That was that whatever magical force because we all used it then. Because Navios protected some
Uh,
people.
I
Brun
did.
did
Brun did
not.
not.
I
Brun did not
yeah.
fuck with the scales, but yeah, oh no, because I used mine. Brun used his to try and burn the Rat Man. Interesting.
I thought for sure, Duncan, you would use yours on someone.
Could have just been
Well.
Brun.
I know I've shown it off a lot.
I'm gonna have to consult a year's worth of tapes.
40,
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's
40
what
sessions
that's
of
what
the
I'm doing right now.
archive.
It's like referring back to my head. Okay, I used it. I definitely used it on the Rat Man
You used it on the Rat Man.
because I wanted to burn the fibers away.
You didn't use it on Piraeus.
No,
Brun,
because
did
I
you
didn't
use
get
it
to
on
see Piraeus
Piraeus?
at all.
No,
Okay.
I just killed Pyrrhus with my bare hands.
That's
Yeah,
it.
good times.
Didn't need any sigil to do that.
Oh man.
So yeah, Navis
I
is
don't
the
quite
only one with
remember.
at full juice.
And I showed it to Jebka. I
Yeah,
know I showed it
besides
to
the
the
end of-
Archbishop.
The end of Kahlo.
I didn't use it on anything because we haven't really fought anything that I would need.
Thing didn't use theirs because it's like on their eye.
Just kind of hard to.
Regardless,
Yeah.
we'll figure that out at a different
Mhm.
date.
Until we kind of figure out what these are and what part they play in the bigger picture, I think, at least for me, mine is going to stay exactly where it is.
Fine by me. Do as you please, but that door's not opening currently.
I will take the tour of the trash room.
Ooh, to open the trash room, though, I would need a little something from you. I'm not quite at full power right now. I'm not even at minimal power. Really, I'm quite low. And you did interrupt my meal. Perhaps we could come to an arrangement.
I'm sure we could.
Wouldn't be much, just a memory or two.
A toe.
Your choice or mine.
It means more if you give it up willingly. If you make the decision. I could root around in there, but
We're getting into very fiendish territory that I cannot abide by.
you get the
Make a
upside
deal with the
down
devil in your
head
own
turn as Evok is like leaned toward Brun and twists around to look at you. Are we?
We
You
certainly
don't say,
are.
Duncan. Perhaps that's because I am, in fact, a fiend.
I know I can smell it on you.
I told you I don't usually eat flesh. This is the alternative. I could take your hand, Brun, if you'd like. Or I could just take a memory or two.
Why don't we take our chances outside?
Then you're not getting your armory. I can't do much with the tower in the current state.
We don't need an armor. Look at those arms. I'm going to kind of point out to Brun's big muscular arms.
Duncan,
Duncan.
I don't believe this is your choice to make.
Let me ask a question first. Do you have an inventory of everything that's in there, or am I going to have to go digging once I'm in there?
At this point, I don't know everything that's in there, but I know most things that have been submitted. Is there something in particular you're looking for? Can I tell
Nets.
you if it's there? Nets.
Net.
A net.
No. Just multiple nets. I'm not looking for anyone named Annette.
Ah,
More than one
important
net.
distinction. There are a few different types in there. Sorry, I have to pull something up here.
Well, do what you must, but Duncan Ball will have no part of it. And I'm going to make my way for the library door. I will wait downstairs for anybody who would like to join me. He's going to take his chances outside. This isn't how I do business.
But it is how I do mine.
Lyric has
The
your book,
hand is
buddy.
outstretched to you, Brun.
Lyric has your book.
Lyric has moved from the first page.
Hey. All right, I'm going to hand you off to your dad. All right? Kind of like scoop up, and hopefully it's kind of like the kid's asleep, so you're trying as hard as possible not to like disrupt what's happening. Kid is
Very gentle passing.
hyper focused, and just like Brun with that ease of like someone who's done this 100 times, but in just like kind of a different way, kind of hands Lyric off to Nevos. Might be best if that's not something the kid remembers.
Ebok, could I take any book with me? Just one, just in case he gets cranky.
Your spawn seems enthralled with that one in particular. I do believe we have more than one copy. It better come back, though.
It will.
In good condition.
It will. It will. Thank you. And I'll start to follow Duncan down the stairs.
Turns back to you, Brun. 2 memories.
Both of my choosing.
Of your choosing.
Any particular flavor you'd like? I'd hate to give you a bad meal.
Ooh.
You've been a very gracious host to us, after all. And please forgive Duncan. He's a good man, which I'm sure does not go well with you.
I'm
and
not
unfor-
much the sort for forgiveness. I do enjoy the begging, though. Do we have a deal, then?
Flavor.
Yes, my childhood memories are fun. I do enjoy those. Something cherished, something precious. Once it's handed over to me, it'll be like it never existed in your mind. The more important to you, Better for me. How does that suit you?
Done. And Brun will take the hand, like will reach out and shake the hand. Not sure if that's what Ebok suggested by that, but that is
Ebok's
the
hand is very rough in texture. There's kind of the scaling up the backside of it, kind of the top of the wrist and up the forearm. And the clawed hand closes around yours, holding you in place. There's a surprising amount of strength behind it, but Ebok doesn't need that. As you look into its eyes and that crest raises, that feeling that Duncan had the day before, with all of those eyes intently focused, that feeling of getting lost in them. What is the first memory you are giving up to Ebok?
first memory. Is the celebratory dinner that we had for Torona when he was given his placement in Seirani's order. The day before, like, he was given his placement and was going to be sent out, and it was like a large family dinner for the four of us. Kind of a birthday party almost, but a celebration of the work he had put in and the journey he was about to go on. This happened, I was probably 10 when he got sort of his commission. I just sitting at the table and seeing my brother in his armor, both of my parents, just everyone being so excited to see him and proud of him. And just the lights, the candles on his cake glinting off the armor, and just the refractions of that same pure light that we kind of saw with Jepka, all through the room. And just me looking up at my older brother, thinking that he was the biggest, toughest thing in the world.
You see that glint off the armor reflected in the eyes of Ebok. And as you fall deeper into those dark black orbs, they start to lose meaning. That glint. Who was that? When was that? What were we doing? And then even those questions fade. You still know your brother, your family, but that day in particular, that moment of admiration for your brother,
And the
never
last time I
existed.
saw him,
And it is
gone.
gone. But you don't even feel that void. There's not even something to miss in this moment. There's no knowledge that something's disappeared. You return to your senses. It feels like an eternity, and yet no time at all has passed. And Evok grins. Hold on to that second one. This'll do for now.
I prefer not to leave half-settled debts, if that's all right with you.
Fair enough.
It gives too much leverage. And you are an entity of their word.
You have made several deals in your lifetime, haven't you? As you wish.
It's a professional courtesy.
Indeed. You are very giving. I'm excited for what else you'll pass to me. And once again, you start falling into those eyes. What else are you giving up?
Another child.
It doesn't have to be a childhood memory. Something precious, though.
I'm trying to think of what's currently in Brun's head.
I mean, Mahir, but that's beside the point.
That is, Brun is actively not thinking about Mahir as hard as he can. Which unfortunately does cause the problem of don't think about a purple elephant. And I think it's to the first moment he met Mahir. I think seeing Lyric and being like, I remember this isn't my kid, but this is a child that I will protect. And we flash forward, we see Brun still a big kid, but like not as large as he is now. Scraggly looks like he's been on the road for weeks. Walking down the side of the road at night, which is the dumbest thing you can do. But sort of with that march, that dogged march that of a soldier who is just like, I just put one foot in front of the other till it gets me where I'm going. And hearing a young boy cry out for help. And it's quickly smothered and shushed. And that snaps Brun out of that walking trance. And reaches down to an empty scabbard with Seirani's crest on it, on that blank scabbard. Before just kind of grasping at nothing, and the hands stay closed as fists. And moving into the trees, there is a small fire and a small caravan and several figures sort of sitting around it. Two figures have a small boy. One's holding both arms, the other is forcing something into the kid's mouth. And hearing murmured conversations about, we got him. Where's the buyer meeting us? Where the fuck are we supposed to take this kid? We don't have time. They're right behind us. And then no more words, because it is just kind of like the Doom soundtrack starts playing and everything goes red and the fists come up, and it is brutal. It is not clean fighting. It's the scene from Daredevil where he's been fighting for a couple of minutes and is just fucking exhausted, but he keeps getting up and takes one from behind and just caves his head in with a rock, which gets everyone else's attention. Takes some hits, gives back just as well. Two figures make it away, but the rest of them are dead on the ground around him. And Brun kneels down in front of the kid, takes the gag out. You're gonna be okay. I got you. What's your name, kid? and little eyes look up with an extra set glowing in the forehead. He goes, "My name's Mihir in this triplicate chorus." And then Brun kind of shakes his head and stops the memory there.
And again, you come out of it. And this time there's that echo of, my name's Mihir.
Yeah,
My
Brun
name's
is
Mihir.
Brun is pulling himself out of this more than the first time.
And as you refocus on the face of Ebok in front of you, the small wisps of blue flame that kind of dance around it, generally, they are brighter. There are more of them. The color of its feathers is more intense. That silvery specking in the feathers, it glints all the brighter. And a pleasure doing business with you. Shall we?
One question as we walk.
Mhm.
What happens if you go in the blood well?
I didn't take that memory from you. We talked about that yesterday. Nothing. Really. I cannot
would-
power it.
How terribly convenient.
Isn't it? Ebok kind of strolls to the center of the room. This process has not taken very long, maybe a minute or two at most. Nevos and Duncan, I assume you're already out here. It strolls to the center of the room, into the middle of that big red carpet there, and gestures to both of you. All three of you, rather. Four of you. I can count. Off to the side, if you would.
Now there are four of them?
Now there are four of them, because Nevos can't keep his eye in his face.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We're protection, bro.
Should have had the reading glasses on. But no, you
There's
took
one
in too
big-
much knowledge.
One big rubber over your eyeball.
That's atrocious, thank you.
What?
You're welcome.
So it hand motions you all to stand off to the side of the room. Don't cross the circle. And the wisps, those little fires, start to spread out around it, dancing in new patterns. Nevos, give me an arcana.
Mhm.
Anyone can give me an arcana. I just figured Nevos would be really interested in this.
Davis would probably be the best.
21.
You realize that the patterns... Is anyone else rolling?
I am not.
You realize that there are patterns to the way these things are moving, and it's evocative of circles, magic circles, casting circles,
Mhm.
which you don't do much of yourself. You've seen them. You are moderately familiar with how they work. There are connections being drawn between different little dances as the hands kind of move out to the side, and there's this building pressure around Ebok. The air in the room starts to move around it, swirling ever so slightly. Not enough that you all like lose breath, but you can feel the pressure change. And the eyes start to glow from within, more of that blue flame. The door at number 6 busts open.
My linen
As-
closet.
As this dance concludes and everything kind of settles back into place, there's a little bit of a scent of burnt vellum, a little bit of brimstone. that kind of goes along with whatever has just happened. And Ebox lets out a held breath. And there is your armory. Gestures to the door that hasn't like swung open, but it was forced open a little bit as something within it changed. So you should probably prepare yourselves. Once nighttime hits, either you or your gestures back to the library where Arati was. Someone get me a copy of the stars, and I will determine where we are. I believe the portal room should be a little more active. I also took the liberty of creating an exterior door for the Bloodwell, so if you bring something back, you don't have to haul it through the tower itself. There should be a set of doors down there on the outside that you can toss things into for your convenience. Courtesy of the boost you've given me, Brun.
GM, is there anything externally noticeable about is there any physical change to that the others can see? Or is it
For
just
Brun?
like, yeah.
I don't know if Duncan
From the
did
memory
actually. There.
muncher.
Duncan went all the way down to the kitchen. He's waiting like.
Oh, Duncan's like at
Duncan
the,
went down
at
to
the
the kitchen. He's
lobby.
like, all right,
Snap.
we're waiting for this thing. That's kind of why I didn't
see.
roll. I'm not even there.
I see.
I don't know how far. Neighbor
You
has
felt
to follow
something
me.
going on, Duncan. You're not entirely sure what.
I think that just kind of confirms that, like, he went down there hoping that maybe Brun would change his mind, and just kind of hearing the tower shift, a room kind of maybe open somewhere, kind of just lets out a, all right, and kind of continues to sit and wait.
Oh no, you've disappointed Duncan again.
Duncan Dubois will remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still on this level. I think Lyric's taking a little snooze. I'm just kind of staring at my boy for now, just
My
waiting.
baby boy,
My boy.
just stroking his spikes.
Yeah.
Nevos,
Or in your
it's
hand,
so
finger,
bizarre having
A child.
someone else like you. Like, a child in general is fascinating, right? You've never met another Cyclopean. You read those accounts in the library. That was the first mention you've really had of Cyclopeans.
Hmm.
There's a second one right in front of you. And it's a part of you. How are you feeling right about now? With all of this.
I've heard there's feelings of once there's nervousness, and then once you see them, you're just elated, like your world changes. But in this case, I didn't have that time beforehand to be ready, so it changes. It's off and on. It's not like I had a plan in the first place, but is this going to set me back? But it's also, there's something else like me. How can I make it better in the time that I've had as a Cyclopean at this point? It's a mix of feelings. It'll take time.
Duncan, downstairs, you had felt the tower respond to whatever was happening. There was another door out of the kitchen. There are windows down here, and these windows seem to be real, quote unquote. They seem to function as normal. They're not magical projections of the outside.
Mhm.
You see in the shadows of the trees movement, some kind of something wandering around out there, taking in the structure. And give me a perception,
Yep.
please.
13 plus 4 for 17.
Trying to take in what you're seeing there. The glass gives it a little bit of a wavy effect. Like, this does seem like genuine glass, so it's not fully perfect. Whatever is observing the tower has some kind of intelligence behind it. It's hard to make out the shape of it. You're not entirely sure what exactly it is, but the way it's moving, it's trying to keep eyeline broken between the window that you're at and where it is. But it's still taking things in. You can see it observing and taking in information about the tower itself. And it does this for a couple of minutes until after you hear the tower settle. There are the sounds of grinding rock from some of those gaps in the wall when you had first come in.
Mhm.
If you were to inspect those, you would see that they've closed up a little bit. Some small repairs have been made. And when you come back to the window in the kitchen to look outside, you notice storm doors. These kind of mostly flat to the ground, a little bit of a tilt so the rain doesn't go straight in. Cellar doors, I guess, where there hadn't been before.
They unlocked. Can I open them?
You could head outside and check them, sure.
Oh, they're outside. Sorry.
They're on the outside, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Then I'll leave them be, and I'll continue to watch that spot, kind of from the safety of the tower. Observe the observer. And kind of just.
You focus
sit.
back to where you had seen it.
Mhm.
When you went to check the grinding stone, you kind of lost the spot, but looking back there, you don't see it there. You do catch it kind of on the other side of the shadows here. You were looking to the right, it's now to the left, circling around the other way. Really taking its time to check on things. And you feel that sense of being watched from the tower. It's very similar to when you'd first come in. You get the feeling that whatever's outside has not really taken notice of you, but that presence, that sense that the tower is observing you, that's back. You hadn't really been feeling it earlier.
Hmm. I think that's where Duncan will remain until everyone else kind of joins in. He'll just kind of keep staring out the window, trying to catch glances at whatever creature could be out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe this is a time for bio
Yeah.
breaks.
I was
Kinda waiting
thinking this
for-
might be a good time for a break, but then I saw that Lyric is having a smoke break.
Yeah.
Like father, like son.
I'm 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm 20 minutes old.
Aren't you a little young? Aren't you a little old?
Yeah.
What do you know
Uh,
about cyclopean anatomy? I don't want to hear it touch.
So, yeah, let's take a bio break there. I don't know what Curtis is up to. But for now, if there's anything you guys want to do around the tower, we can do that. Otherwise, I will be prepared to take you out into the world.
I'm ready to go out in the wilds.
Mhm.
I'm sure you are. Let's take a 5, 10. Let's take a 10 and see
5,
if Curtis is back then.
Okay.
Works for me.
So, 45, 8:45. Did I math that right? Hey, I did. Back in a bit. Guess who's back?
Me, I'm back.
Is you.
I'm shady.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
I'm gonna take Derek's plus 1d6 away soon. Oh,
Yeah, try me.
the threats work every time.
I
Yeah, threaten him.
tripped on a cat. Took me a second.
Oh no. Tragic. What else should I take away from Curtis? From Brun? I could take another nat 20. That'd be funny.
Go ahead, make
might get
a Brun clone. Have it running around the tower. Take it away.
Oh, just smashing
What'd you
through
get?
doors.
Yep, he opens the
Like the
opens the
Kool-Aid
blood
Man.
well, and there's like a little Brun in the inside.
I made this for you. Well, I don't know what's up with him.
Made this for me.
Hey, look at Hey, look at that. The threats work every time. That's right. I'll saddle you with responsibility for a child.
Already have the child. I accepted that responsibility with zero forethought. I also appreciate that Lyric is currently smoking on the 20. He's a
He's on smoke break.
He got bored.
He's on Smoko.
Listen, Brun is nothing if not a terrible influence.
It's had him for like 10 minutes.
All right, welcome back, friends. So, the armory is open. Anyone who's going in there, tell me what you want. I'll tell you if you can find it. Ebok is going to wander downstairs and settle itself in the kitchen. Got one leg crossed over the other.
Well, yeah, if Duncan's already downstairs. I mean, I'm still on this
kitchen.
floor, so I'm gonna just open my bag up. Whatever Brun needs, you can throw it in there.
Where Brun is hunting for things for capturing alive prey. So kind of going through, picking up, like looking for kind of manacles, any kind of shackles, any kind of net, pull with a string on it, like a trapper's pole.
Give me a 1d4 for net.
Oh,
Plus
no,
one.
I didn't bring my I didn't. One.
You didn't come prepared to roll for net.
And that rolls.
That's a 3
Plus the 1.
plus the 1, so 4.
All right. There are 4 nets that are usable.
Hooray!
There are 4 nets.
There are 4 nets.
Now there are 4 nets of them. Anyway.
Those are four
A
nets.
very different reference than than Evan and I were
Star
making,
Trek,
but I
Star
can
Wars, same
respect it.
A so they are of different sizes, different functionalities, but
All 4.
general purpose, you should be able to use at least one of them.
All 4 going in.
So you got 4 nets.
Shackle.
I imagine there's like one that's just like this big.
There's a literal butterfly net that I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like, I kind of look at it, I'm like, oh, there might be
Pixies?
And it's just a fairy.
And Brun's like, there might be pixies, and like, Brun doesn't believe in fairies, but he's like, oh, there might be pixies. Sticks it in the bag.
Fairies, no.
As far as manacles go, manacles.
Pentacles.
That's another 3 on the die if it matters.
It does not. I'm gonna give you
Okay,
2
great.
pairs that
2
are
pairs?
usable.
Great.
3 manticles, so it's like one full set and then half of one.
What else you looking for? Navos, you looking for anything while you're in there?
No, I was just helping with the nets for storage.
Okay.
I'm not looking for any weapons or armor.
and then trapper's gear, ideally a pole with a loop around the neck, but would also take leg traps as well. Depending on where this is traveled, I feel like it's not. Brun's either like you're either trapping people and wandering through here and you find shelter in this creepy abandoned tower, or a trapper just has found his way in with his kit and got fed to the tower. But those are longer shots.
Okay. High or low?
Low.
Okay. No pole. Give me high or low.
High.
Do. You get 4 bear
16
traps.
Ooh.
Not all of them are bear traps, but they are jaw traps.
They are
of,
jaw
again,
traps.
various sizes.
Okay.
And one more high or low.
Low.
Ooh, an 11. Nice. You can find a couple of usable snares. A lot of the stuff you're finding in here is pretty well like rusted, corroded, shredded, that kind of thing. Where there's stuff that you're like, oh, this is really nice looking. Like a really fancy looking dagger. It's got nice Damascus going on. Fine etchings to it.
Folded 1,000 times.
And as soon as you like give it a test swing, the blade just drops from the hilt, right? Like it just kind of falls apart, shatters in your hand. It's like, ooh, that one was probably magical, no longer magical, that kind of thing.
Brun is looking for the most mundane shit because don't trust the magical shit. It always breaks when you don't want it to.
There are several like blades of varying sorts, hammers, backpacks that are full of moldy nastiness, or have just kind of really fallen apart. So you found some usable stuff.
I'll grab a hammer in case I need to, like, for putting any of these snares into trees or whatever.
Sure.
And then
It's very reminiscent of Thane's hammer.
Kind of pick it up and like tuck it in my belt and walk out. Yeah, I think unless there's like any rope, because I've got 50 feet, but I don't know if we need more depending on how big whatever it is we're chasing.
There are 3 usable lengths of rope if you would like them.
I will absolutely sling those over shoulder like a bandolier. And then the bear traps are all the jaw traps are closed on the opposite shoulder. So Brun makes a bit of a ruckus when he walks.
If I could give you extra disadvantage on your stealth checks, I would, but I won't because I can't.
Only.
Haha.
Are there any coins or potions? And speaking of, do potions go bad?
Potions don't really go bad. They might taste funky after a while, but the magic imbued within them keeps them usable for a while. You find bottles of liquid. Are they still magical considering what they've been through? Probably not. So you're looking for potions and, sorry, what else?
Coins.
Coins. Hold, please. How long are you willing to look for coins?
5 minutes. I don't want to hold the others up. Just as Brun's searching around.
You find 39 silver. Uh, 16 gold.
Ooh.
Okay. 2 platinum. And 4 copper.
Cool.
the weird thing with these coins, they are scattered throughout everything, right? You're digging through moldy old piles of fabric and equipment and such. The markings on the coins, the metals are right, but the markings on the coins are, most of them you don't recognize. You find some Atharni coin,
Hmm.
and it's toward the top of the pile. You find a couple of more recent currency, but there's stuff in here that looks old. Like it's been here a while. So there you go.
And in the world, is that still usable? Say, is it like a $2 bill? You can still use that.
I mean,
What's the
gold
coin
is
made
gold.
of? Yeah, gold still sells for gold.
Is it legal
Not
tender?
without-
Maybe.
Okay.
Considering I haven't told you where these coins are from or made you roll for that, we can assume you can use it. I'm not going to track that. Unless you try to sell it to like a coin collector who's like,
These are
I
quite rare.
must inspect this
actually-
one.
Sell it to
There
your
were only
son.
12 of them minted. And I have.
I feel like
11.
we're lyrics into like novelty collecting for some reason. I've
Oh,
only
yeah.
known him for I've only known of his
collects
existence
cards.
for about 45 minutes, but I assume that he collects something
Yeah.
off the beaten path.
We're getting them into stamps eventually.
Oh,
We're going to get to
no.
that point.
He's a numismatist in the
Tragic.
making. We're fucked. Like,
But he only collects misprints. He doesn't collect like novelty ones. It's just the ones. Oh, they printed this airplane upside down. That's why it's $500,000.
That's
What even is an
wild.
airplane? Who knows?
he knows we don't.
It's upside down.
He's
Why not
he's
just
collecting
rotate the stamp?
he's collecting literal Pokemon cards, and we're like, what the fuck is that?
What are these Pokemans? Anyway,
Oh, Pokemons get to become my parents.
disgusting. Moving on.
Pokemon go outside the tower and kill something.
With that, Brun's going to have gathered the gear and clanked his way downstairs to, I'm gonna guess, is a frosty silence.
Duncan, Ewok came down and it has just been sitting there.
I don't know. In my head, I'm just seeing Brun like walking down the stairs, and he's just got all of this shit on top of him. That was a good haul. Like shopping
Mac
bag.
thrift shop is playing distantly on
Yeah.
a lute.
It's not really giving much away.
Mhm.
This is probably the most relaxed you've seen Ewok since you got here.
And I think that only adds to Duncan's dismay of the situation. Not only has Brun kind of given in to this demon, but this demon, it seems more relaxed, which is not good for Duncan. But relaxation comes with increase in even if it's slightly of power, which makes his odds of killing it that much harder. Should it come to that situation.
It'll sit there and wait. The sounds of like people looting a room above you going on for several minutes. I'm curious about your god. I don't recognize it. You speak of these tenants and such, and paladins always do. But I don't know your god.
And kind of still like looking out the window. I'm still looking for this creature that was out there. I'm not really making eye contact with Abok. What would you like to know?
I am most curious about these tenants that you seem so enamored with. What is it about these rules you must follow that cause you such distrust? I am a fiend, of course, but seems to go deeper for you.
Everybody's trying to prey on everybody else. Fiends, demons, devils.
Humans. Orcs. Goblins. Tieflings and elves.
Some more so than others. Sometimes you can understand the motives that drive one person to kill another. But to be born evil, is something I'll never really understand. These tenets that I follow, they allow me to be a shield. Shield against those who would give promises of power, of lust, greed, glory, and feed off of those. My God shares those same beliefs.
You believe I am born evil. Why? It seems very black and white to you. Cut and dry. I just want to hear you say it.
Not so much who you are, it's where you're from. Those kinds of places seep into your very being. Whether you admit it or not, it is a part of who you are.
Where do you believe I'm from?
Frankly, I don't know, but
And yet you cast judgment.
probably somewhere darker than this.
I am born of memory, story, and knowledge. And it's kind of sat up. The posture has changed. This is more of a genuine debate. There's an interest here, an intrigue where it's genuinely trying to figure something out.
Mhm.
And this is the first Ebok has actually looked at you as if you have something worth saying.
And I think
There's
he's getting the exact opposite of I'm not looking at you because you have nothing worth saying to me.
I would like to ask you a question.
Go for it. And I won't even charge you.
Pimirtu. Grasping Shadow. The sigil you carry. Do you
What
know
of it?
it?
No. I don't. It was given to me.
There is an old tradition, old enough that I know it, where crossbred children of other beings and humanoids create a token.
The
They
Godkins, yes.
they used to be called ASMR and tieflings.
Mm.
That reminds me very much of how they used to do things. Pamirtu is associated with, we used to call it void. Now, Pamirtu is between void and what was its name? Soth? Um, it was a where water and land and plants combine. The words are much older than you. Now I believe you would call it swamp, Pamirtu. The depths. And back when I knew it, it was considered an evil god. People would sacrifice children to appease it. So why is it that you have one in fairly new condition?
Like I said, it was given to me. Not as a gift, but something else. I don't know if you noticed the other sigil that I had. That one. That one was given as a gift.
Interesting. And yet you keep both. A
Yet I
gift
keep
and a
both.
not gift.
A gift
Why?
and a burden.
You don't know the ASMR, do you?
I do not. Because I hope in carrying it, I find the answer.
Hmm. Are you evil for seeking answers? For wanting to know more?
The
You
journey
s-
to the answer isn't inherently evil. It's the lengths that you'll go to answer that question that determines one's evilness.
You stand here staring out that window, concerned about what is spying on us.
Hmm.
To what lengths will you go to discover what it is? Would you ask me? Or is that too far for you to reach? Are you too far above me in the knowledge I hold?
I think that's where our thinking differs. I'm above no one. I'm devout in my beliefs. I know who I am. I know how far I'll go to answer a question. Because it lies right below or right before what I'm willing to do as a person. As long as I can find the answer within my tenets, you call them, my rules, I call them, then I will strive and do as much as I can. But outside that purview, I will not step a toe. I could ask you, you could give me an answer. But I don't think I will. Answers to those questions, they come with a price. Price some people are willing to pay.
Why do you suppose I've answered so many things already without asking for payment?
You never can be too sure when it comes to those of the fiendish variety. I've been working on my own theories, but only time can prove those.
The price is already paid in this case.
A price I'm not willing to subjugate myself to. I know Brun already paid it.
Not that price. That was something extra. I am here by contract. There is a price that has been paid by the mage of this tower. That is what keeps me here. But that is not your choice. What is done is done. And yet you cast judgment. Interesting. And at this point, it's going to start standing up. It sounds like your companions are finished rifling through the trash.
Looks like they left a piece here in the kitchen.
Seems they have. I think they should collect you soon. And it starts to walk away, striding out of the room, kind of ducking down under the archway that separates the kitchen from the entry hall. Clang, 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 clang.
like two large bags of
I'm
change.
gonna pop some tags.
Oh my god! I didn't pay for
Got 20
any
gold
of
in my
this.
pocket.
Bryn's got a little jaunt twist step.
He's just
Navos is dragging a large bag behind, presumably with child in tow? Question mark.
Yeah, I got one arm holding them as close as possible.
Got him. Come on, let's go. Dad's got shit to do.
Gotta go buy some more smokes. Shoot through them.
You keep eating them.
It's not how you're supposed to do
That's
it.
way funnier, actually. He's like, he doesn't smoke them; he just eats the entire thing.
Yeah,
coming
these
down-
taste funny.
come
It's
down
the only
the
thing I've
stairs.
ever known.
Yeah, these taste
See-
funny. I need menthols.
Oh no! Oh, Lyric better not fucking smoke American spirits. That's all I'm saying.
What's in America?
That's why he shouldn't smoke them because
Kalos spirits.
those are gonna be hard to get.
Yeah.
Come down.
They'll make
See, like the heel and the tails of the coat go through the door. Well, I'm glad you didn't kill each other while we were gone.
You ready to go?
I think so. Let's go take a look.
Let's go. I'm gonna move to the kitchen. The kitchen door goes to the outside, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna move to the kitchen door to open it to walk outside. And
Easy enough.
I hope it was worth it, Brun. And, I'm gonna move out towards the forest.
Brun will follow.
Yep, same
Um,
here.
My first inclination is to check towards that beast, that creature that was looking at us, or me rather, to see one, if it's still there, and if it's not, if it left any tracks to which it could be identified.
Okay. Checking a thing. Doodly doo. Doo doo doo. Okay. Make for me a. You can do history, arcana, religion. Up to you.
I think I'll give you that +6. Or what was it, a 1d6?
A 1d6, yeah. Let's hear what Duncan has rolled first.
Yeah, so we're gonna do religion.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 11.
Are we adding the 1d6?
I have not. That is a 1 for a 12.
You search through the areas where you had seen motion, where you believe that
Mm.
creature had been. You find almost handprints on some of the trees where they are kind of burned. It reminds you of necrotic wounds, almost. It's not very deep, these prints, and they're not entirely human. The digits are much longer than they should be.
And
There's
there's
an extra.
no essence of fiber anywhere. This isn't
Not that you're noticing here,
Okay.
no.
perfect.
Um, with your knowledge, you're not entirely sure what this creature was, but you do get the sense of aberration.
Yeah, with the kind of the human handprints.
The sniff of it.
Yeah.
It's a warping of humanity, we'll say.
Yeah.
A warping of the laws of nature.
Smells like magic
And
to me.
you are not seeing any like footprints in this area. Just those handprints.
It's all hands. I will quickly point those out to Nevos and Brun. Well, that didn't take us very long, but we may have our first target. It was watching me, or the tower, while I was in the kitchen.
There's magic afoot. Hopefully,
No, magic a hand.
a hand.
They,
Good point.
Brun and Duncan say that at the same time. Brun absolutely kind of like throws a look and then keeps going. How high up the tree are these prints?
Yeah, did they look like they climbed, or they were kind of using it to stabilize themselves?
Or did they like crawl down it head first like a nightmare?
is like
Or were they playing
a-
patty cake?
This is like a bracing yourself against a surface.
Okay.
You don't see signs higher up. This is about 5-ish, 4-ish feet off the
Mm.
ground. About average height for a medium creature.
Well,
I'd say it's time for the hunt. And I will draw my sword. And I'm looking for continuing handprints to track and follow if they move deeper into the forest.
Brun's gonna throw down a bear trap real quick at the around the base of this tree and kick some detritus over it.
Now, Lyric, when we're walking through the woods, we need to be very careful.
Lyric, yeah,
Snap!
No, I'm
sitting with a twig, bringing them all.
gonna hold them for as long as
Do it again.
possible right now, like tickling them on the belly. You can show me where to aim the bow. We don't need Duncan for this now.
It's two people without depth perception.
Yeah.
I'm
Together.
going to be like, Lyric, you're good at remembering things, right?
Get a head nod.
Now, I want you to remember two things. One, and kind of points to the bear trap. This is dangerous when it's open like this. And I'll grab another stick and just jab the plate in the center. Or it might just be I don't know
It
how
snaps shut.
It snaps.
It
Beautiful.
snaps.
So the second thing I need you to remember is everywhere we put these, okay? Because we don't want to leave these for us to step in later on. We want other people. There are other people, things we need to step on these, but we don't want to step on these. And I need you especially not to step on them, okay?
Head nod.
Okay. So this one's number 1. Have we done numbers yet? Are you good with numbers?
You get a slow blink. Numbers.
1.
Head nod. 1.
Can you show me 1?
Holds up a finger.
Okay. 1 is under this tree. Okay?
Head nod.
Can you tell me where number 1 is?
Derek, give me a high or low.
Oh no. Hi.
So, Lyric looks around, holds up the finger, and points to it. 1.
Points to the finger.
Points to the finger, holding a 1 up.
I'll take the finger that's pointing and just point it towards the trap. That is
We're gonna
1.
fuck this kid's gonna fail math class every single time.
1.
Great. All right. Oh, Master Huntsman, after you. Brun will pull out one of the larger nets and just have it sort of slung over his tucked into a belt.
All right. Before we continue further, is there any things people want to do before we end things for the evening?
Duncan's ready. He is in the mood to smite out of something. Something about be smitten.
Oh,
And it isn't love smitten between a father and son. Or a Cyclops and Cyclops.
a Cyclops.
Too Cyclopy.
Yeah, even more
No.
nervous than usual. Navos, there's got to be some talks once we're done with all of this.
How soon before the birds and bees? Navis has only just recently learned about the bees.
When a regular
Two-
Cyclopean falls in love with himself.
When a
His
regular
eyeball falls
Cyclopean
out.
has too many good ideas. When a Cyclopean and a really good book get together,
This
music.
is what I'm afraid of now. I'm gonna have like my own community, and I don't know when it's gonna happen.
What? Okay. What is the collective
he's got
noun?
another one.
What is the collective noun for a cyclops?
Cyclopean?
Cyclopeans.
Cyclopeans. Yeah.
What's the?
Mhm.
Is there like
Oh,
a
the group,
the group, the
the
collective,
collective
noun?
term,
Oh. A
An
lid of
optometrist.
Cyclopean?
a chapter.
Ooh, I like a chapter
Mm.
of Cyclopeans. That's really good. Damn it.
Or a signature, which is a portion of pages in a book, all nestled one
all
inside the other.
nestled one inside. Yeah.
Encyclopedia? Cyclopean?
Oh, that's good.
A what?
Encyclopedia?
An
Encyclopedia.
encyclopedia.
A pedia of pedians.
Cyclops. Anyway,
A wiki of Cyclopeans.
Welcome to my
yeah, so
tome.
Navos is. Yeah, there you go. Welcome to my memoir. So Navos is extra nervous.
This is my
Bold choice bringing a child into the world.
just
the
as a
greater
general
outside
rule.
world.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you even think about it?
We made too many jokes about budding, and here we are.
Mm.
We rot.
Anything from Brun?
Brun is trying to teach. Is teaching me here or not? Oh, I think that's the problem.
Oh my god.
Like I
I
think
don't say that. I mean, here, listen to me. One.
I think that slips out a time or two where he's like, "All right, now here, like here." Sorry, lyric, and he catches himself a time or two teaching, and there might be a time where he's like, "How are you? You're good with knots, right, Mahir?" No, I thought I taught you. Like,
I thought I taught
little-
you this already.
Yeah, like that kind of thing. Like I thought, and it happens probably. It happens a couple of times before Brun finally is just like gets frustrated at himself and then stops teaching Lyric things about the woods. Mostly harmless things. Unfortunately, it's like how to cover your tracks and what to look for when you're tracking something. Here's how to throw a net and other things like that. Things that are only useful in a bounty hunting situation. Teaching a child to cover his tracks will definitely never be a problem in the future.
All right. In that case, as you lot are making your way into the woods, kind of passing that threshold from around the tower, starting to head into the shadows, Navos, you hear Arati. I'll figure it out at some point. You hear from the area of the tower her voice trying to call out to you. And that is where we will leave for the evening, my friends. Thank you all for being here.
Hooray!
I
We
have
did it, boys.
so many horrible things in store.
We
for
made
you.
a baby.
Oh boy.
What a curveball.
Yeah, right?
I was all excited to be like, we're gonna get out there, we're gonna do some like old school like third pillar exploration, and then it was like, wait.
Yeah, we're exploring our bodies tonight.
You're welcome.
Have we got some shit to figure out?
Yeah. I need this kid to hit puberty fast. This is going to be dangerous.
I need him to move out already.
It's been like 10
It's been-
hours.
It's been
Come on, man. You should be paying rent by now.
Yeah, true. You live off of us. You leech off of us.
goddamn Moochmeister.
I do love just the little doodle getting more and more deranged.
I was very happy with my original doodle, and then things continued to improve.
It's been uphill from here.
It's all
I
just gone
cannot
uphill.
I can't wait for Lyric to kill Ebok and take over the tower. Because this child,
the tower.
I don't know how this child is going to continue out in the world. I think we're just going to leave. Like, Lyric's gonna be like, Father, I've grown now, and just take over the
Father, I'm a
tower, and
man.
we come back, and it is just chock
I
full of
am a man.
these. Father, I've experienced my eyeball mitzvah. Please.
Father, my
I-
eyeball hurts.
Mitzvah.
I have a headache.
I was going between so many different names. Like this could have been D-Rec.
I was I was waiting for T-Rex. I like Lyric though. I like that is as a like attachment to the
I'm
end of
almost
it.
imagining like it's LY''rec to kind of give it
R-E-K.
that. Yeah, all right.
To keep up with it, yeah, we could do that.
Well,
Lyric.
because Nabos doesn't have any apostrophe. Nabos is
Uh,
apostrophe in his last name.
Yeah,
The last
it's just
name, yeah,
Karen,
Karen, yeah.
which, you know, how do Cyclopeans pass their names on? You're the only
One eye
two
at a
that you know
time?
of, so I think you can make that up.
Hmm.
The rules are
Eye
for
for an
you to
eye.
decipher.
Any stars or wishes for this evening?
We'll start for Lyric. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love Cyclops babies?
absolute incredible curveball. I had like I was like the headache, the eye is bulging, like maybe went to bed. Maybe
Nah,
just
he was
went away.
pregnant.
Was not expecting your water to break in the library, but that is
Yeah.
what an incredible setup and reveal of that. Like just
Big mess of the library.
tip to tail. There was a big mess. Oh, like the research went poorly? No, you butted. Also bonus points for keeping us accountable for us making a joke about Cyclops butting.
I told you that is actually lore accurate.
Canonically accurate. It's
It is
horrifying.
canonically accurate.
It's horrifying. But I love it.
The
Yeah, it's
horror was
nuts.
my addition. You're
I-
welcome.
horrifying.
Like
Um,
of what I still need to tell you guys, in addition to what I learned the night before. I
What birthed this baby? What knowledge brought it forth from your brain?
Yeah.
mm,
So many fun things. But that's for later on. Any other stars or wishes? Stars to y'all for taking a baby in stride. I saw the
Unless you're gonna turn
opportunity and was
into
like, I gotta.
3 minutes a baby.
I was not
Star-
expecting you to take the baby out of the tower.
We ain't
But now
leaving
that
the
I
baby
think
in
about it,
there.
it's like, what other choice did you have, honestly?
Leave
I
it
don't know
with
if the
somebody
ba-
we don't trust, and somebody's
Yeah.
gonna keep the baby.
I don't-
I would Ebok and the child, like Ebok wants nothing to do with the child, which means Ebok isn't going to try and make deals with it. But also that just seems rude.
I mean, what memories or knowledge does a 10-hour-old baby have?
We don't know because I ain't gonna fuck with that.
We weren't there at his birth.
the baby can
Brun
already
also
read.
is-
I'm not leaving the baby in a fireplace room by itself.
Supervise the child.
Any
But-
wishes?
I was still a star for Duncan and Ebok. That conversation was very, very good.
Very, very good. I have a wish. Oops, sorry.
I would say, of course, a star for you too. The memories, like that hurts.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just get him right in the stabs.
So juicy.
My
don't-
wish is why the fuck did Brun wake up in like pseudo restraints with a calming tea in his room? Everyone else was fine. What the fuck happened to Brun?
It's a spa.
You'll have to find out.
Next time.
No, not next time. It'll take us at least a month.
You know. So, yeah, your wish is to find out.
I would like to find out at some point because I'm really curious about that.
You do have to F around first, but
That's the
You
plan.
know.
Mhm.
That-
He does a lot of that already.
I was gonna say I have no doubt you will fulfill that requirement. So next week is
The 12th.
the 12th.
I know we had talked about, I think, doing a different guest session.
Hold please.
Holding.
Did I not pin that? Is it here? Aha, yes. Possibly Curtis, maybe Derek, could be Evan.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta figure this out. Who's doing the thing? Who am I pestering?
I might need to hold off till maybe March or so,
All right, no Derek.
if that's all
Okay.
right.
Possibly Curtis, could be Evan.
Either or. I could run something really quick.
Do you guys want to rollies for it or actually make
Yeah.
a decision?
Let's
I'll
roll
run
it.
something.
I'll roll.
I'll make the decision.
All right, that works.
I'll run something.
Then I'll take February, and I'll make something a little bit nicer than what I could have done in a week.
So we will have Curtis doing that. February. It'll be February 2nd. Does that work for you,
February 2nd, I can do that 4 weeks from now.
Evan?
Mhm.
Yep. And then March 2nd for Derek? Question mark?
Can we do the week afterwards?
Sure.
Okay.
Mess up my pattern, but whatever. That's fine.
That'd be the 9th.
That would be the 9th, March 9th.
Okay.
Not quite the Ides, but close enough. Curtis.
Yes.
Do you want to chit chat so I can update this as to what you'll be doing then? Do you have a thought in mind right now that you want to tell us about for next week? What do we need? We can also just do an announcement then.
I'm gonna do an announcement because I rearranged
Perfect.
my shelves and I have several ideas percolating.
Fabulous. I love
So
it.
it is determining what it is we do.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I will report in. I will have an answer by Thursday. If you have not seen anything from me by Thursday, everyone please yell at me and bully me. That would be great.
Sounds
Got
good.
it.
Can do.
I do have I'll have some time tomorrow to ponder while I'm watching Commander.